Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Dampier. Makes the grab. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. You're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This crowd, full throats, cutting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The run to the right. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall in their own opening drive. Did a really nice job there on the run, 3rd down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Graham. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. On the run, it's Raymond. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On the direct snap, it's Smith. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Rodgers. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fighting off the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here.
Here we go. Tuna.
It's a draw. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Wingo. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Off the RPO, complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Takes the easy completion. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Here comes the heat. He's got it inside the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Manning. Flips it out to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Now, a fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Hauls it in the first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Looking to throw again. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texans!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead in 10-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. Although nothing compares to a top 5 duel. A revealing outcome with massive implications, man.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. And you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. He's got him this time. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Porter. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the left. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Dampier. Steps away to find some room. Unloads to the wideout. This one's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gill. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Keeps looking downfield. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll go to the toss. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the air. It's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Going to the running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the right. Got a wide open receiver. There he goes to the right. Touchdown Longhorns! They take the lead with the 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Oh, he's got some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Got a man. It's Smith. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
From the gun, looking for a man. He wants it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. BYU was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Robbie Bosco and company delivered in their national championship season of 1984. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Let's send the tight end in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Hardy. Breaks into the open. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Shoots his way for more. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Taking it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Sending the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Punch it out of the air. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Quick strike complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use...
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. On the move to his left. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Snap it to the back. And some room to work. There he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
That means the score, Ohio State 31, Texas 17.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Texas.
He'll return it. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too jet. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Manning. This time it's complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. To the end zone, and it's picked off. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point.